Time for another video. Censored. Hey man, I'm back on you Caribbeans and blacks of the diaspora, of African diaspora. Like man, I'm just thinking about all these tribes y'all have, man. Y'all can't get nothing done. Y'all never complaining to these other tribes, but y'all complaining to FBA. The North American tribe. Blacks of United States tribe. Complaining to us. You know why? Because we'll listen. I'm telling all FBA now, man, stop listening to these Africans, these Caribbeans, man, talking about we divisive and all that. They don't dare utter that stuff to these other 1,001 tribes in Africa and tribes, aka gangs in the Caribbean. They don't utter none of that stuff, man. Stop letting these people, man, FBA, take our energy, man. Tell us what, try to tug at our heartstrings, our little heartstrings for their causes. They're not really serious about nothing, man. I just listen to Tariq Space, man. I listen to his spaces a lot, man. He was talking about, all these tribes over there. Some of his cars, regulars will call in and talk about they've been there for eons. And still in 2025, they still haven't got together, man. They still haven't united. No united front of tribes or nothing. It's interesting, man, because the irony is none of these tribes unite. None of these African tribes, gangsters, Caribbean gangbanging tribes, drug dealing tribes, none of them unite in their homeland, but they come over here in America. And for some reason, they're able to unite with each other against us. I'm sick of that, man. That's what I'm getting at, folks. It's like everybody on planet Earth, they can only unite when we, FBA, are their common enemy. That's why you have tethers and all these people, whites, Euro whites, Middle Eastern, Asians. They always attack us, man. This ain't a coincidence, man. This is not a coincidence. How come they can only unite and join forces with each other and form like Voltron when we're their common enemy, man? Really think about that. How come they can so-called do well and excel, go high in their potential when we are on their minds, man? I'm sick of that, man. And you know why we always on their minds? Because we keep entertaining these motherfuckers, man. We keep entertaining them. We keep talking to them. When you talk to the devil, he realizes you care. See, that's the secret right there. See, a lot of us been told we gotta learn how to talk to the devil and not get flustered or get angry. That's not really what it is. That's not really the strategy to deal with people who hate you. To deal with the devil, you gotta ignore that motherfucker. Ignore. But that don't mean you don't pay attention to what it's doing to you. Like, really, the devil can't really influence the physical, only in the mind of a living thing. So you pay attention to the thing that's controlling. But you don't need to entertain the devil as in communicate and find out the reasons why or tell the devil how evil it is. That's not really how you deal with beings like that. Somebody who's bent on destroying you. Talking is over. If they wanted to talk, they wouldn't hate you. Think about it, you hate a thing, you hate a person. How you gonna talk them out of that hatred? They want you dead. They want to kill you. They want to replace you. See? So Rick, he entertained these people and he said this is how you deal with these white supremacists and tethers and foreigners. But that's not really how you deal with them. You deal with them by not talking to them, by shunning them, by having utter disdain for them. They come in our spaces, you ignore them, you kick them out. That's how you deal with them. You start entertaining The devil, they get into your mind and start infiltrating. It's not that you weak. See, people think, well, if you don't entertain the devil, you don't know their wiles. You don't know how he's gonna come at you. You don't know the tricks, his tricks and all that. But that's the thing, man. Dealing with the devil. See, the devil is not an outside entity. The devil is within. The devil is an entity that dwells within. All gods, all living things who has the capability of choice, has that evil nature. It's like we're inseparable, man. Like, but people say, well, why would God create the devil? It has to be that way. The devil represents the choice to die. That's all the devil is. Suicide. You have life, and if you don't want life no more, you just do the things that will lead to destruction. The wages of sin. Lawlessness. That's what sin is. Lawlessness. You living lawless, you have no order that sustains you, which is death. That's when people die. The order that sustains them is no longer in place. It breaks down. We are organisms, organized being made up of laws to keep us together. But I'm just saying, back to people, tell them who are enemies of us, FBA. You can't allow these people, man, to sit among us and talk about our problems and what we need to do, man. Talking is over. You're either going to help us or you're not going to help us. End the discussion. That's it. That's how you deal with them. You don't entertain them. You don't exercise your mental muscles against them, man, because they come within. That's why a lot of white supremacists trip up black people, man. We all capable of great deceit, of deceiving each other, man. That's what I'm saying. You know, entertain these people, man. See, the problem with the people who go that route, you say, well, you just tell people not to do something, they're inclined to do it. That's the devil right there. That's the enemy within. That's just a choice. The devil's just a choice, the contrary choice. And our minds is our greatest enemy, when we don't have no control over it. That's what insanity is, man. You don't have no control over your thoughts. You can't find no cohesion, nothing to grasp that can hold your mind and collective together. You have nothing to contain it. Contain your thoughts, to organize your thoughts. You need organization to live, to exist, to have goals, to have a purpose of things. That's why people who are depressed and insane are in a state of misery, man. And that's what I believe hell is, truth be told. And really, that's what hell is. People say it's fire. Why is the fire torment? But there's no relief. You go insane. You're insane. You have no container to hold your soul together. Well, I can't get this. I can't get rid of that shit. Like my great grandma said, hell will. She gave an example. It's just like every day is just like the beginning. You think it's over. It's just the beginning. Every day, every moment you're there, it's just the beginning. It's insanity, man. The fire is insanity. That's what's burning you. You can't find no relief. You don't accept God, and God can't help you. You give him help, man. That's where you don't want to be at. I'm just saying, man, about you tethers and foreigners. I kind of took it to a deep place, but it all makes sense. It goes together, man. Like, man, y'all can't be coming at us, man, talking about what we gotta do and what we ain't doing. We don't have to help y'all, man. Like I said in the previous video, man, y'all pretty much over with. Y'all done, man. And y'all probably hear people say that a lot. Man, y'all been there too long, man. Like, forget the white supremacy, man, the white man and all that stuff, man. I've been there too long. Y'all been on the continent too long. Y'all should have been unified before they even showed up. Don't y'all see? Don't y'all get it? I've been there for eons, man. Eons. How could Egypt and some places around that area, some western parts of Africa, how can they the one of the greatest recorded parts in history in Africa? The whole continent should be like teeming with ancient civilizations. There should be ancient pyramids all over Africa. There should be pyramids all over South America. There should be remnants of giant stone cities. Okay, you don't have the technology of this current generation. There should be massive monuments all over the plains of Africa. Y'all done squandered that land. Y'all didn't really do nothing with it. So when white people showed up, they was able to deceive y'all. Show y'all little trinkets y'all never seen before. And that stuff bedazzled y'all because y'all wasn't into sciences like that. Y'all didn't put y'all brains together to invent some, even primitive technological things. That was primitive stuff back then. Y'all didn't even do that. Y'all come over here, everybody come over here and become successful by hating us. FBA, take us out the equation. Y'all wouldn't have no drive and motivation. We push everybody to do better, even the white supremacists. The white race, I say. Not just the supremacists, the whole white race. Everybody compare themselves to FBA. They don't compare themselves to Africans. They compare themselves to us. They prop us up. Because that's the thing, like I said in another video, man. We have adopted FBA, we have adopted the ways of white people when it comes to building things and organizing. We've been up under them so long. We took their form. Y'all want to say we the white man and all that, we like the white supremacists and all that. Yeah, as far as the technological things, the knowledge. We fought from the white supremacists on the moral tip. That's why, if we was in charge, or when we get in charge, the whole planet's going to heal. Everybody's going to heal. Who's going to be left around, that is. Not everybody's going to be here. A lot of you tribes in Africa, gangster tribes in the Caribbean, South America, they're not going to exist no more. That's just how it is, man. They're not going to exist. They're just going to fade away. We the only reason why FBA, we the only reason that's really stopping the white supremacists from completely wiping y'all out. You don't think white people just let out a disease to just wipe y'all out, man? They got all kinds of diseases in these CDCs. That's what you Africans need to ask yourself. Why haven't these white people just wiped us out? Before I said they need the people to man the land. Not really. They can just tally up the land like they did back during antebellum slavery. Give out land to each other. This white man get 100 miles, ain't going by acres, 100 miles of land, 100 square miles of land. This one get 1,000 square miles of land. This one get 10 miles of square land. They can just dally it up. Who gonna stop it? Say, well, the Chinese can stop it. They can make a deal with it. The U.S., they can, the U.S., Europe, Russia, Chinese, the Japanese, hell, even the Indians, some of the East Indian, the Saudis and all that. They can just make a deal with each other, man. Just knock off all you black Africans, man. I'm just saying, if FBA stop caring about you, y'all keep attacking us, man, we're gonna stop caring about you. And slowly but surely, the African continent is gonna be ravaged in full swing, man. They ain't gonna have no resistance. Hell, they gonna make a deal with us. Hell, they even throw us some land at the deal. Y'all want that for yourselves? Tribal ass Africans? That's coming for you. To be continued.